All right, what's good, y'all? It's me, Luis Ayala, aka LA TV. See me on Twitter. We got my boy over here, who's the quote unquote host of this podcast, but he doesn't want to do his intros. We call him John Arzone, aka Chef Boy RD. You can find his Twitter at John Arzone YT. And this is our podcast, the Blooper Boys, where we're gonna mostly be talking about MLB and other sports, but mostly MLB. Go on to do some real shit, but we do what do we do?
What's up, guys? I'm John Artizone. You guys probably know me as John Artizone YT. The YT is for Yankees Tribune. If you guys are big Yankee fans, go on Twitter, follow us. On our way to 1,000 followers. So, LA, tell everybody your favorite team and how you became a fan of your favorite team.
I'm sick of the A's, but unfortunately, I watched a pretty good movie that lied and deceived me called Moneyball, and I really liked it. And then at the end of the movie, it said, "You're such a loser, Dad," and that's how I feel about him. They caused me nothing but pain and misery.
So you would say you've had no fun being an Oakland A's fan?
I've had no fun, nothing but pain and cock teases.
Well, I feel that for the past 11 years with the Yankees, as you can see.
11 years is like 2 seconds.
Yeah, well, I didn't become a fan until like right at the 09 time when they were starting to win. They were winning. I was watching the game with my cousin, I believe, back in 09 for the World Series. We watched game 1 together. Got smoked. I don't remember the final score off the top of my head.
Yeah, that was the AJ Burnett game. That was the 8-1 game. I think it was like that.
I know Cliff Lee smoked us.
Like he always does.
That was tough. That was a tough game. But yeah, ever since then, it was just watching the Yankees fell in love with the team. And that was pretty much it. Now I go to like games all the time. Now, how many A's games do you get to go to?
Once a year with my dad. I've never seen him win in person once. So, and true story, I have seen every single Yankee I talk shit about in a season. They homer in that game.
That's just because we're kind of nice.
Talk about when we're talking about Gary Sanchez, how shit he was. He had a second deck shot in the 6th inning this year. It was on a hanging cutter. We had momentum. We were up 4-1 in that game.
You were at the game, right, when Mike Ford hit the walk-off?
That was in 19. Yes, I was there. We were up 4-0. It was 4-0 after 7.5 innings. After Manaea shoved for 7 innings.
Future Yankee. That's a future Yankee, right?
Oh, fuck that.
Right?
No, he's going to San Francisco.
No, come on now.
So, bullpen implode. I forgot Trevino pitched that game. I remember the walk-off. Couldn't see anyone because everyone's standing over me as everyone was screaming. I see Chapman putting his arms up in the bullpen.
Now, I do have one story that's funny. And I remember 2018 when we played you guys in the wild card game. For everybody watching, this man in LA is the biggest jinx ever. This man blocked me for like the whole game, didn't say one word to me the entire game. We won. I don't think I heard from him for like a week. He would not talk to me. But like, Judge, that boy the goat. Lock him up.
It was a tough times, but I guarantee you if that was game 162, we would have won the other way around. we bring in our closer in the 6th inning, and then he gives up 3 runs, and then Stan goes like to the fucking moon. So
that was, bro. I remember I was at my friend's house, and we missed the 1st inning, we missed the Judge home run because my friend was sleeping, of course. So like he wouldn't let us in the crib. So boom, we missed the home run. Listening to the radio, watching the game replay. I was hyper ready, but I was upset I missed it. Then we get in the house. Boom, that Stanton bomb. Then when Voit was like that close from him, the homer, but he hit like the triple. That was crazy too. That was a good game, but except for the A's fans. Fake Ninja, didn't have fun either.
It was just tough. No, but I have a funny story about you talking about you couldn't see the 1st inning. So I have going back up my fandom. I used to be a Yankees fan because when I was younger, when I was like, I don't know, like 10 years old, I started watching baseball at the same time around like 2008-ish, 2009.
Yeah.
So I was only watching baseball because of my dad, because he's a Yankees fan. Because I grew up more with football. That's where I started watching sports. Because believe it or not, I was gambling. Because like you pick, I was like 8 or 9. So it's like like those pools where like you just pick who's gonna win and shit like that.
Yeah.
So I would do that. And I was like, oh, I want to pick this team to win. And then, you start to get into it and then you're like, oh, I have to see who's good or not.
Yep.
So,
yep. You did your research.
I first became a Jets fan, then a Giants fan, but that's a different story. But anyways, this was like in 2012. Yes, it was 2012 when the Yankees played the Orioles. And what was the game that Jim Johnson gave up the home run to Ibanez? I think it was game 3 or 4.
That was I believe that was game 3 because for some reason I think we were on the road to start the series.
Yeah, because 2012 was fucking stupid. They had the lower seed, the home team.
So I believe that was game 3.
So game 3, Ibanez ties the game, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
We're in extra innings. I think it was the 11th inning. He hit the walk off.
Mm-hmm.
So I always had this habit of like switching channels. And
no way.
I was switching channels, and then switching channels, and then the commercial. Then like, oh, let's go back to the game. It should be done. And then the TV cuts on. And this just sees Ibanez walking.
Oh my god! Wait, so you missed the whole like time frame of his next at bat?
No, yeah, it's like because it was the first pitch of the inning. Like the scoreboard didn't even change. We saw the first one, but like after the end, the last out, they do the commercial break. So I switched over the channels, and then when the Yankees were hitting, then they hit the walk off. It was the first pitch of the inning.
Yeah.
So I flipped back to the channel when he's rounding third base. and then my dad's like, Matt, this is why you don't change the fucking channel.
Bro, that was a good year. That was like my favorite year of baseball, like all time. That's when like Mike Trout was coming up, Manny Machado came up, Bryce Harper came up. The Yankees were doing really good. Then we got swept in the ALCS, but that's different. It
was a year. I actually was rooting for both the A's and Yankees, like at that time. Like it was like mostly Yankees, and I was like, "Wow, the A's are a good feel-good story because they were down like."
Yeah, was that the year that they came back against Texas in like the last like 3 games?
No, like they were down like 10 games in the division like the last month, and then like the last like week because they had a 4-game set against Texas.
Yes, that's right. That's right. I remember that.
So they were down like 5.
That was when Josh Hamilton, right? He was running in and the ball like hit off his glove.
No. He the last game, it was like I think it was like 3-0. So it's just a bullshit pop up the center field. Hamilton loses it in the lights.
That one. That's the one I was talking about. Yep.
Like in the sun, and then gave up like 2 runs on that, and then the A's blew him out like I want to say like 14-6, some crap like that. I just remember Michael Young being the last out, and then it's like Coco makes the catch, and then everyone's going crazy. Fucking love Grant Balfour's reaction.
Yeah, he used to be a stud.
And then he went to Tampa, then he was shit.
And then the Yankees ended his career after, I believe it was Chris Young, hit like a grand slam off him. And I remember he got DFA'd that night after the game. And I don't think I've heard of him since.
His career was over once he got into that fight with Victor Martinez. In 2013, it was game 3 it was. And literally Balfour throws a good pitch. And then Victor Martinez like stares at him. He gives him a stare down. And then Balfour's like, the fuck are you looking at? And then they get into a fight.
That's funny.
Then they go up 2-1. And then, of course, they choke in game 4.
Yeah.
Dan Straley was the starter of that game.
Dan Straley. Oh, my God.
I think we were up like 3-4-0 in that game. It was 3-0 like in the 4th inning. And then... what's it? Fucking what's his first name? Peralta, Johnny Peralta.
Johnny Peralta, yeah.
Yeah,
he was playing like he played like shortstop for them for a while too.
Yeah. So I think he was think he either tied it or they cut the lead deficit to 1. And then they hit the home run, which wasn't a home run, it was a fan interference, and then they didn't call it.
Okay, so, yeah. I remember this.
Like Reddick like leaped at the wall, fan put his arms out. But then they say that like, because the walls are too tall, that Reddick couldn't catch it.
Yeah, he's just bad. He's just bad.
And then in the 7th inning, the A's had the tying run at third base, bases loaded, no out, strikeout. No, strikeout, and then a lineup by Alberto Callaspo.
another name.
Yeah, I mean, it was tough. All right, so I talked about my pain and misery of being a fucking baseball fan. What about you?
All right, so let me start off. Well, my favorite story ever. I know I've told you this story plenty of times, but for everybody who's new here, just getting to know me. So back in, I believe it was 2011, I was going to my first ever Yankee game. It was like, I forgot the exact date. It was in July. It was a birthday gift for me. And we're playing Tampa Bay Rays. A fan favorite around here, huh? So
Yes,
we go
sir.
to the game. It rains out, pours. Games can postponed. But so you know how like they play with the like when you're in a division, you kind of they hold it off for a while for no reason. They just hold it off the game.
I thought they did that for everyone, like any game.
Um, I mean, I guess sometimes, but like I know
Like
more
the
often
Braves
than not.
game that was supposed to play the Rockies. That was a real World Series right there.
Oh well, yeah, exactly, yeah. But yeah, but so they like rescheduled the game for like months. That was in July. They rescheduled the game for September. So now I'm upset. The next day was the day Jeter hit his 3,000 hit.
Off of
So
who?
David Price, Yankee legend.
He won a ring with Boston.
He's a bum. He's a bum. But yeah, no, that was a very tough time. I missed the 3,000 hit. I should have been at the game. Then so the game was postponed for the September. I go to the game. It was the day after we clinched the division against the Rays again. Matt Moore is making his first major league start. I'm watching people get carved up. We lost like 18-5, I think. No, it was like 18-8 or something, 15-8, I think the final score was. It was just a tough game. So like after 2011, obviously, you had some pretty good teams. 2012 was a good year. Besides the ALCS kind of sucked. 13,
Altuve.
13 and 14 we were bad.
That's just in a World Series.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, let me talk about 2019. Not even 2017 actually. It was such a good year. So fun.
No, backtrack. 2015.
Okay, 2015 was terrible. I'm at my cousin's house. We're watching the game, and Dallas Tech was just piecing us up, carved us up completely, just smoked us that game. That was tough. What was it, 3-0 or something like that? We got shut out.
Who the hell started that game for the Yankees? I want to
Tanaka.
say CC. Oh,
It was Tanaka, yeah. Yeah.
I just remember Kobe Ramsmith went crazy that game too.
Oh my god. That was another name, crazy name. Yeah. Then what was that? 2015. 2016 we missed the playoffs.
Ellsbury was on that team.
That boy's bad. That boy's a terrible Yankee. One of the worst contracts I think I've seen this team make in a very long time.
I think like yesterday it was like his anniversary signing his like 7-year deal for like 138 million.
Hey, shout out to him. Shout out to Ellsbury. He got the bag. He got the bag. Shout out to him.
And then the Yankees like try to like be like, nah, we're not paying you because you've been hurt, something like that, like last year.
Yep. They tried to say that some happened like he did like some like with his rehab. He went to like a different doctor that he wasn't supposed to go to, so we were trying to get the money back for that we were paying, something like that. And then like I don't know, some like whole mess that we were trying to just like scum him out of money, which was kind of wrong. I don't know the whole story. I just know he's gone, so that's all that matters.
It finally ended.
Mm-hmm. Then 2017 Judge came up.
That ought to be Correa.
Oh. Yeah, that's a future Yankee.
Anyways, now we got to talk about 2017, your favorite year.
Yeah, that was a good year. What was that? That was like going into my senior year. I just started working at my new job, and like, boom, that was such a fun year. The team was clicking. The team was having fun. Judge was lighting it up. Everyone's, you got the judges' chambers now. You got everything. Everyone's having a good time at the ballpark. And then we go to the playoffs. Then the first round was crazy. Well, no, the wild card game was actually insane. We were down 3-0. Didi with the big homer put us back in the game. You go and win. Then you go down 2-0.
Irvin Santana, who follows me on Twitter.
He follows like everybody on Twitter. He's a good guy. Shout out to him.
260,000 people.
That is quite okay with me, bro. Then what happened after that? So then we went down 2-0 against Cleveland. And Greg Bird, Yankee legend, game 3 win. Oh my God. Game 4,
it was the pitching. Who win 1-0.
No, it was Greg Bird. That was Greg Bird's game. Then you win game 5. You go to the ALCS against the Astros. When we were up 3-2 in this series, I really thought we were going to the championship. And then, boom, like 2 like terrible losses in Houston. That sucked. That was terrible.
Yeah, the Yankees forgot their cameras.
We need those next time. Then 2019 was worse. I think that was like the worst.
How you skip 18?
I don't even want to remember 18.
Who was the Yankees game one starting against Boston?
I don't even want to talk about it. I don't even want to talk about it. I don't even want to talk about it. Trust me, I don't want to talk about it. I skipped that year.
Goes into deep left field and half gives up 3 runs in the first inning.
I'll never forget. I was at work that day, and Matt was actually. So if you guys know me, for making sure you guys know Matt, he runs the account with me. But Matt was in the back. We had the walkie-talkie thing. We worked retail. He was like, "Yo, John, it's a 3-0 Boston already." First inning, I was pissed. I was folding clothes. I'm like, "This is so stupid. I'm working. I'm missing the game, and they're losing. There was no fun." Yeah, we skipped that year completely. We skipped that year. Then we moved to 19.
They should make a Brock Holt cycle card.
They should never do that. They should never do that. They should never do that. Then 2019. Now that year, again, I really thought we were going to do some. Won the division. I went to the game. Game 1 of the ALDS. Best game I think I've ever been to. So much fun. Then
that was in the DD Grand Slam, right?
No, that was game 2. He hit that. He hit that. Oh. Game one, it was like a bunch of like guys.
That was the only game the Twins were relevant. Yeah.
Yes. Of course, I was there for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we smoked them the next 2. Well, game 2, game 3 was a little closer, but Sevy had a big game.
I didn't remember Sevy pitching.
Yeah, he came back that like September from his injury, and then he pitched like the
I don't
last
know. I
couple
remember
weeks.
him pitching against Houston, but not against the Twins.
Yeah, I remember he started game 3. I remember he I think it was like he had like bases loaded, no outs, and he just completely Houdini'd it. Boom, struck him out. Dude's a stud. He's gonna be great when he comes back next year.
Yeah, and then one arm.
Yeah, don't get me started. And then the next series, ALCS, when we we smacked around Zach Greinke game 1. Gleyber went off. Stanton hit a homer, and then we won.
You're talking about Juice Ball Gleyber, right?
Juice Ball Gleyber is different, bro. If they kept the juiced balls, Gleyber would be our starting shortstop next year. We wouldn't have needed to sign one. You know, he'd be that guy. But
if only they can juice his glove.
That would be great too. Dude needs to. I don't know. I don't understand like how he's so much better at second than he is at short. It's like that confuses me. But
then when he was like in his prospect rankings, they're like, "Oh, he's gonna be the next Javi. He looks so good at shortstop."
Yeah, I don't know. I remember he played like third base too. I think for the Cubs in the minors, if I'm not wrong.
No, it was the Yankees, and then he got hurt.
Yeah,
he got hurt sliding home.
Yeah, yeah. Then he had to get like Tommy John. Yeah, that was bad. Yeah, 2019 was a bad year again for us. Going to the ALCS, we go up 1-0. I was like, okay, we can steal game 2, and then we all know game 2. Adam Ottavino kind of sold us a little bit with the homer at the Springer, and then Jay
2018 game 1 starter,
and then Jay Happ
out of the bullpen. Starters out of the bullpen. Cheese.
Jay Happ gives up the walk-off homer to future Yankee Carlos Correa. That had me very upset that day. And you were spamming your story with like Correa like this. I was so.
That wasn't it. That was the game after. No, game 3 or 4. It was a homer off Green. I remember that.
That was bad. Oh, you know what it might have been because I was at the game he hit the homer off Green. I was at. I think that was game 4 we went to because then we went down 3-1.
The game that Houston hit 2 3-run homers.
I think that was game 4 because then we went down 3-1. Then we won game 5. That's when we hit off of Verlander. And then game 6 was back in Houston. And we all know what happens in game 6. But I remember I was just sitting here at my desk, just watching the game, depressed the whole day because we couldn't hit. We were down. DJ comes up in the 9th, hits the game-time home run. I'm ecstatic.
Wait, how you skip the part that Chad Green gave him a 3-run homer on
we don't want to talk. We don't want to talk about the downfall. We don't want to talk about the downfall.
You have to get the downfall to get the comeback, the fake comeback.
Well, we're going the opposite way. We're going from the highs to the very lows immediately because when DJ hit the homer,
I haven't heard any highs.
Well, this is gonna be the high right here. DJ hits the homer, we go up. Oh, we tie the game. I call like a bunch of my friends call me. They're all cheering. They're all watching the game. They're like, "Yeah, let's go! We tied it. Let's go!" And then the very next inning, ruined my dreams right then and there. You know,
Chapman needed a pinpoint.
like, don't take off my shirt. But whatever. Then 20. Do we even have to talk about the 2020 playoffs? Like, do we have to?
Nah, we can get rid of that.
Because J-Hap also sold that, in case you guys were wondering. He sold the LDS. That's it.
That's kind of funny. Like 3 of those years, like you traded like I don't even know what the hell you gave up to Toronto.
I don't even think we gave up much. I don't think we gave up much at all. But
yeah, because he was a free agent at the end of what was it, 2016 or 17? I just know like 2016 was nice, and then
I believe we got him for 2018. He pitched 18, 19, 20 with us.
Oh, yeah, you're right. So he had a nice year in 16, then he was ass in 17, and then they traded him for 18.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. That was he ruined like 3 of my days. Oh, 3 of my years actually. He ruined it. And then we had 2021 edition of J-Hap and Andrew Heaney.
Yeah, exactly. So who's the 2022?
It's I don't know. I don't want to know. But I know it's gonna be coming soon, and I'm not ready for it.
It's gonna be watching me like Lecky.
Licky's nice. Don't. That's my man. When I went to Seattle, I saw him. I was like, Licky. He looked at me. He was all hyped that I noticed him. You know, it was cool. He's a good dude. He's a good dude.
Speaking of that, when the A's played the Yankees, this is like I don't know if you ever seen the clip. Like Chad Pinder was playing left field when we were there because we were at the left field seats. You know.
Yeah, I remember that.
Scoreboard,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
By scoreboard. But like this is like a week after he gets like drilled in the back of the head when they're playing the Angels, and there's another. We have a gear, and the Angels had another gear. That man was shit. That man threw it all over the place, and like the way how Pinder like ducked, his like helmet slipped over, so like it's just like full flush in the back of the head.
That's crazy.
So he's just barely coming up. He didn't even go on the IL. Like he got drilled in the back of the head. Didn't even go on the IL.
Playing. That's
no. He took a day off, and he was like, oh, "I'm playing." And he played like shit that game. He went like 0 for 4 with like 3 strikeouts or something like that.
Jeez.
And you know the fans, the Yankee fans, like fuck you, Pinder. Like he don't even do nothing.
Unfortunately, you're an enemy as soon as you walk into that stadium. You're not a Yankee, bro. It's crazy.
But he dabbed me up too, because like
did he?
I was the only one with the Kelly Green.
That's awesome. I don't think I've met any Yankees players actually. The one dude I was cool with was the bullpen catcher when I went to Seattle. He came up to me. He was like wishing me happy birthday. He's not a
player, so.
Well, he's on the team. Shout out to him. Yeah, but he was a good dude. Treated me well.
He took you out to dinner?
I wish. He threw the glove on. I was catching Chapman in the pen.
I mean, I've had a few player interactions. It's not like too crazy.
Yeah, the only one I had was our friend was AJ Pollock's cousin. So I met AJ Pollock when he was with the Diamondbacks. When he came to Citi Field for the first time, I got to meet him after the game. That was about it.
Like when I went with my dad to Boston, that was such a great game too. Like that, was the game that Stan hit the grand slam. That was such a great game. Like just watching there, like I'm like neutral, just watching it because it didn't really matter if the Yankees or the Red Sox won. Like the A's were fucking falling apart. So
you allegedly had some money on the Red Sox, huh? Isn't that?
Yeah. And then I should have went against my career winnings.
Mm-hmm.
I have yet to see the Yankees lose in person. So
for somebody who's the biggest jinx that I've ever met, it kind of helps. It helps sometimes.
And that because it's like so back and forth. Like it wasn't like you would think that it's in Fenway that would be like all Red Sox, but it's like fuck you, Boston. Like fuck the Yankees. Like every other
That's
inning.
Crazy. That sounds like fun.
Everyone's going crazy. Everyone's like knee to knee in the chairs, like smack is like because fucking Fenway is like tiny shit.
Yeah.
So
I've heard.
So it's like everyone's going dummy crazy.
Yeah, I've only been to 2.
And then when Stan hit the home run, like no one was like, you heard nothing, and then you just hear. Well, I didn't even see the ball because the fucking pillars. The pillars like blocking terrible. The ball. So
that's terrible.
Next time I go, I'm gonna go on the second deck.
Yeah, it's probably a lot better. That's probably much better.
It went mad quiet. I just see like the few Yankees fans like near home plate.
Like, that's dope. That's dope.
Crazy.
That's dope.
After the game, security's trying to kick us out because we were all trying to sign the pesky poll. Got my
Oh
name on it.
wow. Oh,
So,
they. Well, you did. You did.
yeah, I did sign it. I gotta
That's
get the
dope.
picture of it.
That's dope. That's right. That's right. I think I do remember that. That's dope.
But like when you're trying to sign it, it's like mad tiny, like because
Did
there's
my
like
names?
some tall. No, it's just like this man tall motherfucker. So like it goes on like 10 feet.
Yeah.
So you have to like stay on the actual pole and then like
That's
like, sign it.
crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, I've only been to like 2 games that had like that kind of energy outside the playoff games. Of course, I went to the Astros game when they came back to Yankee Stadium this year. The best game I've ever been to. If you guys haven't, go to my YouTube channel at Yankees Tribune account. I had like some like clips from that game. So fun. That was like the best game I think I've ever been to. Fans are screaming, yelling. It wasn't even full capacity game. That would have been so much fun if it was full capacity. When Altuve here the entire time, I had no voice for the next like 3 days. That was so
Wasn't
fun.
he like standing like in the field just letting the booze hear because
Bro,
he just wanted
bro,
it? Or something like that?
I don't remember exactly. I think he struck out to end the inning, or maybe he grounded out or something. He got out to record the final out of the inning. So, you know how sometimes like you
Wait,
take your
this was
stuff
the second
off.
game of the series, right?
This was the first game. So it
Also, it was
like,
the night game. Oh,
it was the night game, yeah. So like, yeah, he like got out. Then so I guess he was waiting for one of his teammates to bring out like his glove and his hat. So he's the only player in the entire game that's on the field at this moment. Oh, that was the greatest feeling ever. Everybody's just boo, boo, just straight clowning him the entire time. He's just the only one on the field, just walking on the field, like just slow walk. He's looking out into the field, downfield. Everyone just yelling at him. That was great. That was great.
I mean that 3-run homer he hit 2 days later on his birthday.
I don't want to talk about that either. Well, that was the thing. The game that we went to, it was the first inning. We got like the first 2 outs, and then Bregman went deep. And we're already yelling at him, screaming at him, and then he goes deep. Everyone just sitting there watching the ball fly out. And then it lands. And then everyone's just like, boo, cheater, boo. As he's around the base. And Sandon hits a nuke the bottom half of the inning. That was a fun game.
Greinke start that game too?
Yeah, they were letting Greinke have it too. He was like doing his warm-ups. He was like throwing the ball at the wall and stuff, just like getting loose. They were just drilling him for no reason, like just for no reason, just clowning him. Because you know how he is. He doesn't like the fan interaction really. They were just killing him for no reason.
He has so many stories. It's so funny.
They were killing him. That was bad.
Like in 2020, like he is so like antisocial that like whenever the Astros are like in the light, like hitting and shit, and everyone will go into the dugout. He would literally just like go behind the dugout and just sit with the fans where to sit. But
yeah, I remember that.
Cardboard cutouts.
Yeah,
he's just chilling by himself until he was ready to pitch again.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was a fun game though when I was there. That was a good time.
You could go to the A's game, but they're probably going to Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. Oh, all right. So this is a question from me to you. Who makes the playoffs first? The Oakland A's or the Vegas A's?
Neither.
Neither.
We're never making it again. We're gonna be the Mariners.
The Mariners could be nasty soon, you know.
Yeah, with their soon-to-be 5 ERA, Robbie Ray.
See them rise, you know.
No, it's actually see them choke because they lost to the shitty Angels. Yo, there were so many Mariners fans on Twitter that like the last series they were saying, "Oh, Joe Maddon's going so try-hard in that series. Why they bringing in all these relievers?" Like
that's tough.
Like, bro, like why are you mad that someone else is trying to win? Like you win, like no one's gonna hit you in the playoffs.
I don't know. All the people I've talked to from like the Mariners, like fans. They're all pretty cool. Shout out Marcus. If you're watching this, shout out you. You're pretty dope. I like all your stuff.
He's a funny Twitter prowler.
I like Marcus. He's cool. If he ever sees this, shout out you.
He always sees every time like the Seahawks lose, he shows like all the sports teams and their winning percentage, and then he's like, "See, Mariners like winning record, Kraken's winning record, Sonics winning record." Like I was told this was a football city.
Yep. That stadium was cool too. When I was at Seattle this summer, they were like right across the street. Like the Mariners Stadium's like right across the street from the Seahawks Stadium. Both stadiums are beautiful. Seattle, the Mariners, like that's one of my favorite ballparks. I've only been to a couple, so I can't be biased yet since it was a new one. But the stadium itself was gorgeous. I took a tour, got to walk on the field. Beautiful, beautiful stadium.
And then he was in shambles when he saw that they had slanted parkings.
Yeah, what's up with that in Seattle? If you're from Seattle, let me know. But I was going to like
No,
a
I
mall.
told you why they do that. Because it's like the reason why they have it slanted is because like when you're backing out, it's easier to like get out the parking lot.
Yeah, but like everywhere was doing that though. Like almost everywhere we're at, there's instead of like just being a normal like for the camera's sake, instead of being like straight, they're all like slanted to the side. It was weird because we don't have that over here. We
Yeah,
have those
you
little straight
wonder why we have
spots.
so many accidents.
You know what? That's a good point. Good point.
Besides that, I went to speaking of, we were talking about like the Mariners, whatever. Other non state parks I've been into besides Fenway. I've been to Camden Yards 2012. No, it was 2011. Beautiful ass park,
Yeah, heard it's
where
nice.
I'm it was pretty much my whole family, but like me and my dad went like just one car, my sister and my mom went in another. But anyways, we were like driving to Maryland. It was like we're like 3 hours in, and they're like, oh, let's put on WFAN, right? And then they're announcing like the probables, and they're like starting for the Yankees, AJ Burnett. And now, just for reference, my dad fucking hates AJ Burnett. Like how
I
most
like AJ
people
Burnett. He
like
was a good dude.
because this is during the time where the Yankees paid a shit ton of money. It was like
Yeah,
a league average pitcher.
yeah.
So it was on the Yankees' good side. And then my dad was like, "We drove 4.5 fucking hours to watch AJ Burnett pitch," and then I get you not, the Yankees lost like 11-1 that game.
Oh my god, it's all right.
I think JJ Hardy hit like 3 homers or something like that.
Probably.
But like this is the thing about Camden Yards. They're so shit that it makes all their tickets so cheap that like me and my dad we had like 2 tickets. We were literally, this is for Yankees games. Not even like, just imagine like normal games, like against like another shitty team. Like let's say like for like Cleveland, whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
We were like 10 rows behind home plate for $50 each ticket.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
We got, so for that, the 2 tickets were $100. And then like we both got hot dogs, a large soda, and then we got like fries like later. All that food like it's like $15. You can't even get chicken.
No.
Like, bro, like
food at Yankee Stadium, it's cost me like my right
the
arm.
bullshit like boar's head like pastrami sandwich at the stadium. They give you like the cheap ass like whole wheat bread. It's just like $9. They give you one pickle.
That's crazy. It's crazy. Speaking of Camden Yards, again, shout out my boy Matt. Got me the ball from Camden Yards when he went there. I believe it was 2019. He went on a trip.
It's a nice ass park, bro.
Yeah. Well, I do have one quick thing. I have to one up your dad right here. He traveled all the way to see AJ Burnett pitch. When I traveled 6 hours to Seattle, I got to see Nick Nelson pitch.
You mean 6 hours? You mean across the country?
That's a 6-hour flight.
Yeah, but it sounds worse when you say across the country.
Okay, fine. I went across the country for my birthday to see Nick Nelson pitch because Herman was at the dentist that day.
And Herman blew the game anyways.
Yeah, but they still won. I got to see Judge. I got the video of Judge alive in the nuke. If I can, I'll put it actually on the screen if you guys want to see.
I can't wait till like one of these days I get so irritated at the game that like I just start to call like the A's radio, because Chris Townsend does it for the A's.
Okay.
And like he's more the optimistic, but like he likes to roast too.
Yeah.
He's kind of like Michael K, but like not as like harsh on the players. He's more like a team oriented guy where it's like, oh, it's like the team needs to do better instead of like ripping one player off. Like what K does sometimes, or like he'll say like shit like with Gleyber, oh, you can't win with Gleyber or Gary. I see that take all the time.
Yeah.
So like like with the A's, right? You know, our fucking bullshit bullpen. And then they wonder why we blew so many games and every single guy in our bullpen throws 90, and that's it.
Yeah. And they're all
Got
kind
no
of getting older now
powers.
too, right? A lot of guys and the bullpen getting older.
Well, half of it is free agents, so
Yeah, true. So you got some space now to work with.
I think the only guys are like under contract, like Trevino, Sam Mole. I love Sam Mole. That guy's nasty.
Yeah.
He's a sleeper pick next year.
Okay.
Man
Okay.
throws
Yeah, you are the reigning fantasy baseball champion. So we'll give you that.
I did try Byron Buxton like the second to last round in that fantasy.
Yeah. Was it really second to last?
Yeah, second to last
Damn.
round.
Yeah, but we did have a small kind of draft. You wound up getting both Cy Young pitchers, so that was kind of good. Everybody on my team kind of just like disappeared.
Well, I got Ray from free agency, so.
Oh wow.
I drafted Gosman. Who else I drafted?
Burns, you got
Corbin Burns. I drafted. Chapman, but that was sad. He was going to be a Cy Young until his fucking middle finger broke. I say this too. It's like the reason why he fucked up his middle finger is that he was so tired of fans talking shit that his finger got sore from flipping all the fans off. So. I was at that. He fucked up his finger in the third game of the A's when they were at Yankee Stadium too. For some reason, just like his fingernail. And he kept looking at it. His fingernail.
Mm-hmm. And that was like the top. That was like the talk of him for like a while. That was bad.
And then instead of putting him on the IL, they're like, "Oh, let's just let him pitch."
And then he had that stretch where he was just really, really bad. But I guess it happens.
I mean, I'd be asked too if I had a forced to throw with 4 fingers.
Yeah. I mean, definitely probably wasn't best situation for him to pitch, but
throwing a split finger. Where's the split?
he stopped throwing that too.
He throwing like this.
Yeah, he stopped throwing that too towards like the halfway point of the season. That was it.
That was reps.
Yep, he stopped throwing that.
Oh, good. Other than that, I really haven't been to the other parks. I'm trying to think. When I was younger, like 3-4 years old, we went to Orlando, but like
yeah,
we didn't go. This was like the Braves were around then, right? Yeah, they had to be. This was like 2004. Yeah, they were around, but we never went there. Either. So
yeah, I've only been to Yankee Stadium, of course, Citi Field. I've been to Shea Stadium when I was younger.
Oh yeah, Citi Field, but I was saying like out of state.
Yeah, and then just Seattle. But next year, hopefully, if we all go, we're trying to get to the All-Star game. So that'll knock off like 2 of the LA stadiums. See an Angels game. Hopefully, Mike Trout, you'll be playing. You can be mad. You get hurt.
Your first overall pick.
First overall pick in fantasy. He's gone for like the whole year. Then Trevor Bauer, we won't speak on it, but
that was twice, right? You drafted Trout twice, and then he was just body.
And he
for the whole
doesn't
year.
play the year. Yeah, he doesn't play the year. Then I had Trevor Bauer. He was gone. Todd Glasnow, no more sticky stuff. That was it for his elbow. He said he was done. It was a lot of my guys just they couldn't hold up.
But the A's played the Phillies, and fucking for some reason the Phillies home opener, so I'm gonna go there. Like if they start the season on time, which is like
hopefully we'll talk about that soon. Yeah,
like late April. And then my dad and I want to go to Pittsburgh.
Me too.
They play the Yankees on July, I think the 4th of July weekend.
Okay.
Like in that week.
Yeah.
It's a 2-game set, so they also play the Brewers. So
that'd be cool.
The Yankees play the NL Central. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I know that they're on the road against the Brewers and the Pirates, but that's it. I don't know.
Yeah.
About like Cincy.
Yeah, I know.
Actually, be a really cool game to go to like Wrigley.
Yeah, I remember the last time we were in Wrigley. That was when Brett Gardner hit the big home run to like tie the game for us in the 9th, or might have put us up. But I remember we won because of that. He hit the homer, then we won that game.
Yeah, it's like a 2-game set.
Mm-hmm. I don't like how they do that, and then I don't like how sometimes you don't play home and away. You just play like at one. I don't like that.
It should. Well, but like how many NL games are you gonna get?
You should have enough to have. That's why they're making it the series, right? I don't want to play 2 games home and that's it. I don't play you again the rest of the year.
No, but you see what I'm saying, like, because you know how like the Yankees and Mets, they always do like 2-2.
Mm-hmm.
Like when they always do like crosstown rivals, like the Giants do the same thing with the A's, or it's like they do
Yeah.
2-2.
Mm-hmm.
But this year we did 3-3, so another 2 games we could have won.
Yeah.
Sadly. But anyways, they do that with all the crosstown. But I don't know what they'll do like with traveling, because you know how like with divisions they rotate it every year. So the AL
Yeah.
West plays the NL East. So
Mhm.
the A's at the end of the year is gonna face the Grom Scherzer. So
If they're healthy, who knows if their arm's gonna hold up? But the Scherzer I'm a little nervous for after he was like dead
so,
arm for the playoffs.
so we got the Grom Scherzer 1-2, and then Canna leading off with Marte driving him in.
A's
And
down
then
bad. A's down
and
bad.
then the Mets are trying to get a Diekman and Chafin, so they're just really the A's.
Dang.
I don't have to go to Oakland; they'll come to me.
Just and then when Olsen becomes a Yankee, right?
Oh, yeah. They're gonna have Chapman go to the Mets first.
Yeah, probably. I believe it.
I've seen some like trades and all that. We'll talk about like future episodes, but like man, I've seen some wild takes.
Yeah, we'll definitely talk about that soon. I know for spoiler, next one we could probably be talking about like the free agency moves that have already happened so far up to this date. That'll be good, interesting. I'd like to hear some takes on that.
Well, we don't do anything, as the great Mark Canada once said. He's off season is never fun.
It's all right. I go on Twitter and I just see everyone. It's like, wake up, Cashman, wake up, Cashman.
Like that picture. Is that like he's actually in a sleeping bag, or like no?
Yeah, no, yeah, he does. It's like a charity thing. It's like he sleeps outside. Yeah. So people are like, he's outside sleeping and not working, and it's a whole mess on Yankees Twitter sometimes. It's too fun. That's the place to be.
Yeah, you do a charity event, you just get slandered for it.
Yeah. Well, when he was there was reporters there, and they were asking him like questions about, and they apparently his phone was going off the whole time from like other teams for like trade interest, and I didn't hear anything after that. So I don't know if I believe everybody, but
well, they always say that to make the Yankees look bad. They always do that. It's like not so much the Yankees, and more so the Mets. They do it.
Yeah, true.
Because like
true.
the Yankees, they're just like, they're just disappointing. But like the Mets, they always try to clown them. The same thing with the Jets.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
Out of all the teams in baseball, who do you want to win the least?
Who do I want to win the least?
Yes, no, next year.
Tampa. I think that one's easy. I mean, they won the division the last 2 years. They've just been playing good baseball. It's as a baseball fan, you respect it. Yeah, as a baseball fan, I respect it, and I respect what they're doing.
But they got bitched by Boston.
Yeah, but like
same thing the Yankees did.
Yeah, so like that should have been
in 4 games.
Yes, I don't know. I think as a baseball fan, I like what Tampa does. It's fun, small market team, bunch of just kind of like scrappy players, and they just win ball games. That's fun. But like as a Yankee fan,
that's the nicest thing you've said about the Rays.
Because it's just that's me being unbiased. But me now the bias side could come out. Me being biased, we're supposed to be better than them. On paper, we're supposed to be better than these guys. Why do they keep beating us? Like the last game, it's the last series of the year. We're trying to make the playoffs. They're already in the playoffs. They've won the division already, and they're beating us like 12-2. What are we doing? Like they have Joey Wendell in left field playing 4-man outfielder on Joey Gallo. I'm sick.
and then they traded Gallo not Gallo, fucking Wendell.
Yeah. I don't know. They get me upset that team gets me upset. They get me upset.
I used to be like, fuck Houston until like last year they just dicked us in the ass, and then it was just like, all right, I can't say shit anymore. So they will that.
Yeah, but I don't know. I would say
like,
Houston.
I don't have a hatred towards teams. I just fans, they get cringe at times, and I want their teams to lose.
Yeah.
Not so much because of the teams.
Yeah. I definitely saw a couple fans on Twitter.
Like that,
I'll say fans.
I like the Dodgers. Like same thing what you're saying with Tampa. Is like, they do about it the right way, right?
Yeah.
They have a shit ton of money, but like they're not stupid.
Yeah, exactly. That's how it is.
Their fans are so fucking brain dead. That like want them to leave. It was like it was even worse when like because the whole thing they had against the Braves when
Yeah,
they
that
actually
yeah.
came back in like game 3 or 4, whatever it was.
Yeah.
They were down like 3-4 runs in the 8th inning. Everyone's leaving, and then they ended up winning
Yeah.
on the guy they were slandering the whole year, Bellinger, who was the only reason why they were in the CS to begin with. So
Yeah. Yeah.
those
Bellinger had a
fucking
good
guys,
playoff run for the
they
most
got
part.
no loyalty.
Yeah. I don't know, you
He
should
goes,
see some of
guy
the
goes.
side in Yankees
He
Twitter,
actually
bro.
broke his leg playing not his leg, but like I think it was like his calf, like he like tore or whatever. And he was playing the A's, like the first like series.
Dang. Oh yeah, you guys played them early. That's before Bauer got suspended. I remember that. That was
Fell
like his
apart.
first start, I think.
I hated this year. It was just bad, just bad.
Yeah, I think we can come to a nice agreement that 2021 did not treat us both very well. But
It was like a roller coaster without having the harness.
that is like the perfect way to say it because that is exactly how it was. Especially as a Yankee fan, we played bad the first half. We go on like a huge win streak. We take over the wild card, and then we just sucked again, and we went right back downhill. Bad for a little bit.
No, but like
Just
you
squeeze
guys
out
didn't
of
have like
there.
the extremes. Like y'all will win like you'll win besides like the 13-game win streak. Y'all didn't really have like big win streaks. It was just more like,
Exactly.
oh, we won like 14 their last 6. Like
Hmm.
22 of their last 28 games. It wasn't like straight win streaks.
Yeah.
We had like 6-game lose streak, 13-game win streak, and then
Hmm.
we'll lose like 7, and then like we'll win like 10. But like the A's were like, I want to say they were like, this was like in the end of August. They were down like 2 games behind Houston. They just beat the shit out of Cleveland. They beat like the last game of the Cleveland series. They won like 11-0. No,
Yeah.
they won like I'm lying. They won like 17-0. Something like that. And I was like, okay, this is our chance. We play Texas. Now we got to make our move. And they shit the bet against Texas.
Yep.
So
Yep. Yep.
now they're going to play better against Texas when they're better. So
Yeah. Now they got Seager and Semyon. Your boy Semyon's gonna be coming back to Oakland a couple times a year, huh?
3-red series.
Yeah. Yep.
Just
But
to
yeah,
troll us
hopefully.
again.
Yeah.
I've
Well,
never, I've never been like when you get that home run off of like a Romo. I never felt like so happy against the A's before. I was like, "Fuck you, John Fisher." You didn't want to give him a qualifying offer. Imagine like having like a Roger Hornsby-esque season, but on top of like all defense, and you didn't want to pay him 18 mil.
that's what I've been trying to say. Like he like went in 2019, he was top 3 MVP, right? He finished in top 3 MVP.
Yeah, because he had his war. He didn't miss a single game.
Yeah. Then 2020, they said he had like a down year. He had like a down year.
Yeah, well, they were
Small
saying
games.
because of COVID. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And then
And then he had,
now,
I'm being dead ass. I'm pretty sure like they were like, oh fuck him because like after the game 1 era he had, then the bullpen fucking imploded,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
they lost the series against Houston because of it. Not
Hmm.
because of it, but like
Well, yeah, but
turned the whole series around.
hmm
So
trust me, I
they probably
understand
had
that. We
like
lost the ALDS that year in game 2. You put in J Happ, and that series.
yeah, but no one thought Hap was good.
Apparently, Boone or whoever the analytics people were, they thought he was good. They
No,
thought that
has
was
Hap
it.
ever been top 3 Cy Young?
No,
Exactly.
no.
Who won in 19 MVP?
2019 for what, AL or NL?
No, no AL MVP. It had to
Um,
be Trout, right?
I could,
It was.
I
I
could,
think it was Trout and Bellinger. I think.
yeah, yeah,
Sure,
you're right.
Bellinger.
Mhm.
Because 19 is like the last time Yelich was actually decent.
Yeah, they were battling again, and then Yelich got hurt, so Bellinger won the award. Yeah,
Oh yeah, because he fouled off a ball off his knee and broke his kneecap, right?
yeah, and then he was done for like I think he missed like the last like 2 months.
Yeah. He almost had the same award too. It's crazy.
Yeah, he probably would have won that award again back to back, but that sucks for him. Yeah,
I hope he turns around. Like how he goes from like going Barry Bonds to being like
hmm
fucking not even Marlon Yelich, just ass.
yeah. I don't know, but the Brewers would be a lot better if he picks it back up. They'd be very good.
You would have some offense.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure the Brewers, like no joke, they were like 26 in offense, and they were worse before Adamas got traded there. So
yeah. Thomas kind of turned it up though when he was there, especially like when he first got traded over there. He was lining it up, but There was one guy I disliked when he was with Tampa. I liked him after that.
What up?
Hmm?
No, what up?
Oh, I said I disliked Adames when he was with the Rays.
Oh, and then he became your favorite Brewer.
Not my favorite,
Who's
but
your favorite Brewer?
I like Yelich. I like Yelich. Yelich is a good dude. I like
See,
watching his interviews. I like
I
watching
would
his
have to
swing.
be. For me, it had to be Burns because fantasy.
Yeah, of course. You know, he's really good though. He's really good. Burns. Corbin Burns is a stud. Freddie Peralta's a stud too. Woodruff, goated.
Or Woodruff, man. I remember there was a game he had against KC. It was like 1-0 like the entire game.
Mm-hmm.
He gave up it was an unearned run, and he had to be taken out in like the 6th inning because the Brewers couldn't fucking score. So
Yeah, because NL baseball is terrible. Pitcher sitting should not be a thing.
No. It wasn't that. They were in KC. They weren't in Milwaukee. It was just that he's throwing a shit ton of pitches.
Oh, where?
You know, so they took him out. He threw like I want to say like in the high 90s.
No,
and
geez,
he had like bases loaded, so they just took him out.
Jeez.
But yeah, there's a whole bunch of games you can talk about.
Yeah. Well, I guess we won't be rambling on for long. I gotta edit this up. So, is there any final points you would like to say?
Want a good baseball team.
I felt that one. That one hit home right here. You know.
Just want some. Just want like it's either be ass or just be good.
Yeah, we just want something to root for. You know, we just want something to have fun about. Last year was not fun for a lot of teams. That's for sure.
We need a farm. We need good. We need just good everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And Tampa's like first in everything. They're first in majors. They're first in the minors.
They're just everything, bro. You're doing it well over there, Tampa, and you're still gonna move somehow, which I don't understand, but I don't get it.
Montreal.
But if there's anything else that I gotta say, definitely go on Twitter, follow us both on Twitter. Everything will be down in the socials. If you're a big Yankee fan too, hit up Yankee Tribune. It's got some good stuff going on there. Hopefully soon, you know, fans, this is for you guys. We kind of want some people on here. Get us some guests, you know. Send this to your favorite Twitter user, wherever they are, Instagram, YouTube. Send it to everybody, bro. We'd love to have you guys. And thank you guys for watching.
Peace out, motherfuckers.
Shout out Blooper boys. Good night, y'all.